Good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss about Burrakatha. Burrakatha is an art form in which stories are told by performers on a stage. It is a part of Katha tradition and is so named because of the use of burra. Yes, so why it got that name? Because use of burra, which in short form of tambura, a stringed instrument shaped like a skull and made out of a baked clay, copper, and or dried pumpkin. So about Burrakatha. So many images you can find in your Google search. So just go through Burrakatha. You are going to see some instrument. That is, what is that? Tambura with a stringed instrument. It's whatever tambura. So it is going to have a round skull like shaped like skull with whatever the string instrument that is made up of copper or baked clay. This art form is found in the villages of Telangana, yes, as well as in Rayalaseema and other areas of the former state of Andhra. Its name varies from region to region. In Telangana, it can also be Burrakatha or Sharadakatha. Yes, in Telangana, what its name? Burrakatha or Sharadakatha. Because they are going to say the goddesses stories of goddesses Sharada. So in Telangana, so it's called as Sharada Katha. So what's the instrument name? Tambura. So Tambura Katha and Sharada Katha. It's clear. Now, Telangana artists consider their stringed instruments to be manifestations of the goddesses Sharada. In the coastal areas of Andhra, it is called a Jangama Katha. In Rayalaseema, it can be called as Tandana Katha or Suddulu. It's clear. So different names. So Burrakatha actually throughout our Telangana and AP. So they have different names. So it's region to region they have different names. They are called with so and so names. So whatever in Telangana they are called as Tambura Katha or Sharada Katha because they sing songs of goddesses Sharada. So based on in behalf of Sharada's goddesses Sharada name, so what they had given the name Sharada Katha. In our Telangana, Burrakatha began in the form of songs sung by tribal people who were the nomadic folklore or Kula Puranam suggests the ancestors of one such tribe were caused by the goddesses Parvati to live difficult life. Yes, constantly moving from place to place like nomads, since Parvati is to live a difficult life. Since then, this tribe has been known as a Jangam nomadic. Jangam. And what is the meaning of that? Jangam nomadic tribe. It's clear. Jangam nomadic tribe. Understood, ma? In the 12th century, they were greatly influenced by a saint called Basava of Karnataka and eventually adopted Veerashaivism as their religion. So, what's their religion's name? Veerashaivism. It's clear because they often relied on the charity of others for their livelihood. They created Burrakatha as a means by which they could earn a living retelling the stories of Lord Shiva. Is it clear? So what's that actually in Telangana? So especially in tribal, so Parvati songs, whatever the Parvati, goddesses Parvati, to live a difficult life, constantly moving from place to place like nomads. Since then, this tribe has been known as a Jangam. Understood, ma? So in Basava of Karnataka in 12th century, they were greatly influenced by a saint called Basava of Karnataka and eventually adopted what's the caste ma? Veerashaivism. It's clear. So what a Burrakatha, what's the story? They are going to retell about the Lord Shiva. It's clear. A performance consists of a story told by a team of 2 or 3 people who are often from the same family. The main storyteller of the performance is known as a Kathakuru, and that person narrates the story to the accompaniment of music produced by tambura. It's clear what is that? A performance consists of a story told by a team of 2 or 3 people who are often from the same family. The main storyteller of the performance is known as Kathakodu. So, who is the main person called as Kathakodu? And that person, what is that Kathakuru person, narrates the story to the accompaniment of music produced by tambura. It's clear? Tambura is going to give some music. So based on that, the story. So he says the story by using the tambura. So the tambura is going to give some music. Some music is produced by the tambura. So he narrates, the Kathakuru narrates the story, and that is accomplished with whatever accompanied with music that is produced by the tambura. Additionally, the Kathakudu wears anklets and metal rings on their fingers to produce music as they dance. So they have whatever the rings. So they wear metal rings. So because of that, to their finger, it produces music. Yes, when they beat that instrument, when they do dance while dancing. So what is that? That fingers, whatever that finger that touches the instrument and it produces sound. The other performers assist in telling the story. So other person playing small drums called gummeta or budiki, and playing the role of either humorist or political commentators. At the time, they might interrupt the story to crack jokes or ask questions, and to which the Kathakuru responds. So while he's saying the other person, that is, they are going to crack jokes. So to disturb. So even though Kathakuru gives response to that question, he gives response to that question, and afterwards he starts where he's dancing and his whatever he sings, and while singing he is going to do dance, and even produces music by whatever beating that instrument with his whatever with hands. So anyway, his fingers have earrings. It's clear. Is it clear? Burrakatha is mostly performed during Dasara and Sankranti. So in Sankranti, sorry. So what is a Dasara is Telangana's favorite festival. Sankranti is AP's festival. So with performance taking place in the evening times. They begin with devotional songs before the Kathakudu introduces the story. Yes, devotional songs. First starts with devotional songs. The Hashyakas and Rajakyas help in emphasizing the main points of the story so that the audience doesn't lose track of the narrative. So because they crack jokes like anything, and Hasyaka and Rajakyas help in emphasizing the main points of the story. So the public is not going to lose whatever they track, even though they are not going to lose their track while narrating. So though the Kathakuru gets disturbed, even though he's going to go through that story. The stories performed tend to based on history or mythology, particularly the great epics of Ramayana and Mahabharata. So already I discussed that this is about whatever they sing, Lord Shiva's, whatever the songs, and Mahabharata, Ramayana, everything during Dasara, during Sankranti time. It's clear. So this is about Burrakatha.